Hi, I'm Locked Out, the executive producer of Bear 71. Bear 71 is a rich interactive project, installation, social narrative, and live event story world that at the heart of it all features a 20-minute interactive documentary created by Jeremy Mendez, Leanne Allison, and the NFB Digital Studio. The interactive project is about the intersection of animals, humans, and technology. It features 1 million photos captured with motion detection cameras placed in the habitat of animals in the Bow Valley in Canada, a place that has been studied a lot by Parks Canada because of the proximity and intersections of animals to people in Canmore nearby. Bear 71's story is told to you in the first person in the voice of an omniscient, all-knowing grizzly bear that understands science, technology, human habits, and of course animal behavior. It's a linear story mixed with a non-linear user experience. It forces you to watch certain key scenes in full-screen video. The non-linear user experience features the grid, where you can navigate this rich world of data and explore the caches of content, which features footage captured from the motion-triggered cameras. The grid is a rich digital map that represents the world as humans see it. It also has a secret surveillance mode where you are asked to turn on your webcam and encounter other users. Bear 71 is performed by Mia Kirshner and features a rich soundtrack including Radiohead, Atlas Sound, Laurie Spiegel, and Grouper. You can follow all of this on our Tumblr blog as well as on #Bear71.
يعني كرياضة يعني شرعوا دين للرجال مو للنساء، أي لأن هو دور المرأة داخل البيت مو خارج البيت.
My name is Leila and I'm 20 years old. I was born in Baghdad and I spent about 17 years of my life there, and then I moved to Suli and it's going to be my third year here. This ball is my first ball. As you see, it's still new. I couldn't play it. I was about 15 years old and it was pretty difficult to play there back then.
Then you have to remember, what's the main goal? Protect the basket. Okay? All right, go get some water.
Women don't play sports here. They don't play sports growing up.
Everybody on the line? Ready? Come on, let's move!
Most of them have been through more in the last 3 years than any of us who've come here to work from the West will face in our lifetime.
من ألعب باسكت بول أنسى كل شيء، أنسى كل مشاكلي كل همومي، أحس نفسي كأنه فراشة دا أطير ألعب. فلذلك هذا الباسكت بول يعطيني فد شيء ما يقدر أي شيء آخر بهاي الدنيا يعطيني إياه.
Turkmens, Kurds,
Christians, Muslims, it's just like mini Iraq is all put together in AIS women basketball team.
I got a different life now. I should live this life now. Basketball helped me to forget. Yeah.
ضيق لبسك ما عندك أوسع منه، 3/4 أولاد الحي فيكي جنو، اختيار العلعكازة عن تعبال الشاسة.
The fraction of a milligram, and everything changes. A molecule that alters our perception. Once experienced, it can never be forgotten.
Ich war immer überzeugt, LSD, das kommt noch, seine richtige Anwendung. Das kann nicht untergehen, das ist unmöglich.
3 drops of this colorless, odorless, tasteless liquid would put you out of your mind for hours. If you haven't heard of LSD, you will. It's not always easy to undo what happened.
LSD? I've heard about it. I can see through the walls.
My first LSD experience was extremely powerful. It really completely changed my life professionally and also personally. And I thought, this is by far the most interesting thing you can do when you're a psychiatrist, to study these non-ordinary states of consciousness. So this is what happened in the last over 50 years.
Was das LSD macht, die ganze Mechanik besteht darin, dass unsere Sinne verstärkt werden, enorm verstärkt werden. Dann sehen wir die Welt anders.
Dole Foods is suing a Swedish filmmaker for wanting to show a fraudulent documentary slamming the company.
Wow. Malmöfilmaren Fredrik Gerten stäms av det amerikanska bananföretaget Dole. Företaget hävdar att filmen Bananas är en bluff.
It's totally crazy that you in the biggest democracy in the world can't even show this film. 6 weeks ago it was okay, now it's not okay because of blah blah blah. What is this?
Well, it's a scare tactic.
The film is based on a sham. That's the point.
But you haven't seen the film.
I've already told you no, Charlotte.
So you're fighting against this incredibly bizarre situation where people are saying the film is wrong and they haven't seen it.
Your film is wrapped up into a much bigger cause for Dole. Their cause is to get rid of billions of dollars worth of litigation that's pending against them because they kept using poisonous chemicals. So this is a cheap investment for them.
I stämningen kräver de att filmen ska läggas ner, hemsidan ska läggas ner och att jag aldrig mer ska uttala mig i frågan.
We feel like the film stands on its own and is very, very defensible. These guys are clearly trying to be as aggressive as they can.
They're attacking you as a filmmaker, they're attacking the film.
You see this? This is the front page of the LA Business Journal. Documentary turns Doe Fold into hero despite evidence that he fabricated facts of court case. And the writer hasn't even seen the film.
We have a media that is corrupted by power. You have corporate ownership from the top, you have corporate advertising coming in from the side. We have a media where money and corporate influence is really the mother's milk.
I think you're being a little bit naive if you think that you can take a pop at a big multinational and expect to walk away without some sort of fight on your hands.
So what he's doing here is he's equating your film to a propaganda piece that was trying to essentially justify the massacre of Jews.
Vem är det som har skrivit det? Det är Michael Carter på Dole. Det kostar många timmar att kontakta så många svenska journalister som de har gjort. De har snart kontaktat hela journalistförbundet.
This is serious. This really is accomplishing the objective. Shutting down the speech.
They spend millions on their brand every year, and you're going to come in and start attacking their brand. What did you think was going to happen?
I'm a huge fan of our legal system, but I'm going to take a break from that for today.
یک چیزی چی نیست که مو حجاب شریر سرش بجا کنه.
روی استیج باشه که این استیج ما رو بدقواره میسازه. این بگو اتایتون دلقایتون هر چیزی که روا کردی از خودتون است.
که اول مردهایی را استعمال میکردن اما با لباس زنانه به خاطر از اینکه تشخیص نشوند.
Typical comment that you get, blame the foreigner when you don't want to have a look a little bit closer home.
شما چرا که زنای قدر سخت گیری میکنین که دخترها؟
You know, if you go to school, I have a big opportunity to be at least once in my life on the top. Yeah, I don't have to concentrate on soccer only. The most important thing is school, you know.
Everything I'm doing is strictly business. Strictly. Business material. Always keep on running up and down, looking for the children, looking for a shop. That's my life. 7 days a week. 24 hours.
Northern Alberta, you're gonna have the worst day of your life here. It's gonna be horse slides, it's gonna be weird rashes all over your body, there's gonna be cuts and scrapes, you're gonna fall down and almost poke your eye out. Your back's gonna be sore, your feet are gonna be wet, you know, it's gonna be cold outside, it's gonna be...
Your toes are not white and bloated.
Well, this is the Northern Alberta upside down spruce tree.
Sweating a little bit.
I've got 90% of my mind kicking my ass, telling me you're done, you're dead, you want to go home, it's over, and then this little 10% guy that's just trying to keep me fucking sane and like, you can do it, Adam, you can do it. But he's this big, and then 90% guys like,
Performance is all about state of mind. The hardest thing is to do something which is close to nothing because it's demanding all of you.
She is directly and boldly challenging an audience.
Art is beautiful. Artists must be beautiful.
She needs the audience like air to breathe.
There is only one question I didn't hear since 10 years. Why is this art?
She slows everybody's brain down. She transforms us as a result.
Destroying MoMA is important. I want to be a real form of art before I die.
Marina Abramovich, the artist is present, means she will be present.
Marina, are you nervous about the show at the moment? Incredibly. And when you're sitting in the chair, what are you looking at?
Anybody who sits in front of me, it's just the gaze.
Seven and a half hours, 6 days a week, motionless. Wow.
It's a matter of time before firing someone in the face is going to be art.
This is about limit, even for me.
L-A-D, ladies, A-N-G-E, gentlemen, T-H-I, this is Jason Becker, T-H-E, the S-E-X, sexiest, M-A, man, alive.
There was nobody better than that dude. He was on another level.
When people would hear him, they'd turn their head and go, what the heck was that?
But he wouldn't just play a Bach piece. He could set a guitar on his lap and play it that way.
Jason was on his way to becoming a really big rock star.
He's gonna just take over the world.
And that's when Jason told us his leg was kind of bothering him.
He just had been limping for a while, and we finally talked him into getting it checked out at Kaiser in LA when he was there, and that's when all the trouble started.
We believe you've got Lou Gehrig's disease and you have 3 to 5 years to live. I think his answer was, am I going to be able to tour?
Eventually needed crutches, then a wheelchair. Then it just got to where, you know, he'd drop the guitar, he couldn't even hang on to it.
It never surprised me that if there was a way to keep making music, he would.
His mind frame was, well, no, I just gotta have stuff to do, so I just have to go do it. And so we created a system to allow Jason to be able, using just his chin, sort of one click at a time, to be able to enter in the notes.
God, he just kept working. It happened so young, and he just still had a life to live, and he wanted to live it.
It's a much bigger reason than anybody out there knows why he's still here. But he's still here.
It's very nice to meet you at last, because obviously I've been following you. Thanks for sitting here, so I'm a big fan of your work.
There are particular moments and periods which allow a voice to change the way that people think.
In some cases, they call him I Shen online, you know, sort of holy eye, or I God. I don't know what the right translation would be, but...
I Shen, which is like Venus or something, like the god of love.
It's the last time, huh?
Basically, they consider him a god.
You know, that's a very dangerous description in China.
I describe him is he's a 北京版的一个 Andy Warhol， 他是一个公开展示的存在。
Do you think you're becoming like a brand?
Yeah, I happen to be a brand for liberal thinking and individualism, I think.
你好。
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 It's nice to see you. You look good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think I can survive?
I'm not sure.
You're so honest. This guy is so honest.
Come on, you. Going way too far.
So do you think that your art or art in general has the power to stop a dictatorship?
Nobody can change China.
你要那个逼的是我。
Among all the Chinese artists I know, he's probably the only one who, deep down, really cares about this country and what happens to it. Weiwei would put his life on the line for something that he believes in.
The Americans and the Europeans, they fear China, and he feeds that.
Yeah, he is a big promoter, you know. I mean, that's one of his talents, definitely, communication, and how to make people believe in his ideas.
What inspired you to come up with this project?
这个花钱班这个东西颠覆了我太多的东西了，所以我觉得对真相的一种蒙蔽，这是最不应该的。
咣当一下死了，你得调查一下有没有豆腐渣工程。
I've often warned him. There is a clear line where you are considered to be a human rights activist. Should you cross that line, that's where the fun ends with the Chinese government.
喂，呀，先不要在这儿撇。
你要发推主要是在推上交流一下，把今天事讲清楚一点。
天天睡不好觉，他们能够欺负你。
No, they're animals. They have this animal instinct.
Are you worried?
Yes, I am worried, and you know, every day there's people or sign which tells me I should be worried. I don't want my next generation still have to fight the same thing as I did, and I did because my father's generation didn't do a good job.